Angela and Michael. And Angela, we'll start with you, and then Michael, if we can get your thoughts on this also. Our attendee wanting to know how you see AI having an impact on securities litigation as we're moving forward.
I can take that one. This is a question that routinely comes up. It's a really exciting time in law regarding AI. I think we're all seeing companies and firms exploring ways to really harness data, analytics, and AI generally to just speed everything up. From an issuer standpoint, let's just take a life sciences company. You have companies that are using AI to speed up the development of new medications and get them faster to patients, for example. And we're starting to see AI helping companies assess the risk of securities litigation, take proactive steps to mitigate those risks, help monitor compliance, identify trends, and predict outcomes as well. And you have firms looking for ways to get to plaintiffs faster as well. So attorneys are already using AI generally also to streamline the rather asymmetric document review process and case management in securities litigation. Again, a very exciting time, but I think as with any sort of novel approach, there will be things that go well and also some lessons to be learned as well.
Thank you so much. Michael, your thoughts?
Sure. So we are definitely exploring the implications of AI on expert testimony. I think it will certainly affect our processes, and it will certainly affect the kinds of analyses that experts perform in securities cases. But it's really the early days, and even though we're thinking about how it can be used, the actual use has been quite limited so far.
Excellent. Another question, and Michael, we'll start with you here and then move to Angela on that one. Do you think the level of securities class action filings this year and next year are going to be on the increase?
Sure. That's a good question. I think that it can be quite difficult to predict the exact level of class action filings this year and in the coming years. The number of class action filings really depends on a number of factors, and it's the underlying actions by companies and how plaintiff attorneys respond, and also practically speaking, you do need stock drops for these kinds of cases. Given that we've been experiencing a pretty stable environment in terms of the number of filings, I would suspect that trend might continue. One thing is that IPO activity has been low in 2023 and 2022, and this can be a substantial driver of Section 11 filings. So given the low level of IPO activity, I would suspect that Section 11 filings remain on the low end until the IPO activities, the level of IPO activity changes.
Excellent. Angela, your thoughts on that?
I'll have to defer to our economists on that one. There's obviously uncertainty in the market as well, but we can never quite predict it. In 2020, we saw, during the pandemic, we saw 300 plus securities class actions filed, which we weren't entirely expecting. So, but I'll defer to Michael on that one.